Alright, this is Johnny from X3 North Marietta. We are explaining 7 Plum or Thai Clinch defenses today. And we're going to run through the number system, so hopefully we all can remember them. Especially since I can remember them too, I'm a little old. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to work on the very first one, and that's called framing out. What's happening is the person that's fighting me with their Thai Clinch is pulling my head down and breaking my posture. It makes it very difficult for me to fight from here. So what I need to do is get my hips underneath my chest and his elbows. That way I get the power through my legs to extend his arms. As I'm doing that, I'm turning his head away from the fight so I can bring my free arm inside and release the shoulder. Then I feed the other one inside and release the shoulder. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is just collapsing the elbow. What I'm doing is what we call in jiu-jitsu kazushi. I'm breaking his balance and forcing him to regain his balance, which gives me an opportunity to regain my plum. So as I'm here, I'm collapsing the elbow in, throwing his shoulders off alignment. So when he pushes that elbow back to center, it creates a gap for me, and that's where I'll feed through. So as I collapse the elbow, he comes back with it. I feed the free hand through, release the shoulder, get the other one in, and get my plum or my Thai Clinch. Number 3 is collapsing the elbow to what we call a lasso. So same thing. This time I'm collapsing the elbow on this side. As he brings his elbow back, I trap this side and come around and trap his arms. If he's wearing gloves, he can't get his arms out. I start working the body. Now from here, I'm going to try to collapse the elbow, but he's familiar with that and he stops it. He puts force against it. So now what we're going to do is called threading the needle. So from here, as I go to collapse the elbow, it doesn't work. So what I do is I push and create the eye of the needle here. Feed my hand through the eye of the needle and regain my plum. Okay? So that one's called threading the needle. One more time. I go to collapse it and it doesn't move in. It doesn't let me move it in. Don't let me move it in. Nope, hold it out. There, now don't let me, there you go. See, now I can't get it in. So now I use that force, create the eye of the needle, come through, regain my plum. Okay? So now from here I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to thread the needle and I'm going to go into a trap, almost like a straight arm lock, and we call it the figure 4. So as I go to collapse, I'm not allowed to collapse. So I move to thread the needle, and instead of reestablishing my plum, I come through and wrap up the arm and force a figure 4. The hand is on the neck, is the foot that circles back. I will circle back, throw the knee to the face, back, from there. So now, our last 2 is not letting him even establish the clinch. So we're forming a wedge as they're coming to grab the neck. And what we use is a 50-50. One on the collar and one on the bicep. So as he comes in, for my collar, I'm going to drop down and lift up his elbow, and I'm going to slide through to where I have the head and arm trapped, clasp my hands together, tuck my ear so he can't bring his arm back over, and now he's stuck and trapped. Start working the ribs with my knees. Last one we call string the bow. We're going to use the 50-50 again. As he comes in, boom, I stop him and I knee him right in the diaphragm, the point of my knee. As my foot comes back, I circle transition over the head. I throw a quick elbow to the face, come back, turn my grip, and dump the person to the ground. All right, those are our 7 plum defenses. If you like the video, like and then subscribe. And as always, thank you. Cut.